So it's finished at the Shea Stadium. FC Halifax Town 1, Barnet FC 0. Now, it was a difficult game today. When you're coming into the game, you're expecting the Shamen to win. And we've got the result at the end of the day, which is what we wanted before the game kicked off. Pitch conditions then. Now, we couldn't play the fancy football, which Pete Wild likes us to play, and the players are probably used to when you're looking at some of the players on the pitch, like your Kane Spencers, your Luke Summerfields, your Matty Warburton's obviously was on the bench today. Aaron Martin, all these sort of players, the players that like the fancy football sort of game. And today it didn't exactly go that way with the pitch conditions. It's for another day to be talking about this, but no, it was unacceptable, the pitch conditions today. The pitch was an absolute joke, and Calderdale need to put their finger out and actually do something about this pitch, because we've got away with one today, and I'm not blaming the players for this, because I think the players did what they could on the pitch conditions. But I'm looking at some of the games coming up. You've got the likes of Bromley, you've got the likes of Dover. Dover, they're probably going to put 11 men behind the ball, and on a pitch condition like this, I think we're going to struggle. And even like Bromley as well, I don't think it'll suit either side, even when Bromley are coming to the Shea. And this could be the difference. This pitch could be the difference between Halifax making the Football League and Halifax not making the Football League. And yeah, you have to blame the council for this. Aussie, Graham Osborne, brilliant to get this game on today. He worked his socks off to get this game on. So yeah, fair play to him. Before we move any further, I will read the lineups out for you then. So Sam Johnson started in net, Niall Marr, Tom Bradbury, Tyrell Warren, Kane Spence, Luke Summerfield, Martin Woods, Aaron Martin, Billy Waters, Jamie Allen, and Jesse Deborah. On the bench today, there was Jerry McDonough, Harvey Gilmore, Jamie Thomas, Jordan Slew, Matty Warburton. So, before the game, I spoke to a few of the fans. I believe the video is out on Fancam once this video is out. Prior to the game, where I interviewed a few of the fans seemed pretty confident today when you look going towards the game. And yeah, it was a little tighter than I think what people expected. So the game kicked off and Halifax probably kept the majority of the ball. It was fairly even for the first 20 to 30 minutes, and it didn't look like either side were actually going to get the breakthrough. And I think a lot of people around us were saying this could be a 0-0 game. And I was thinking, oh no, not another 0-0 compared to the previous, obviously the reverse fixture between the two sides. And it did look like that way, and chances did start to come to a few free kicks. It was that sort of game where free kicks were just run all around the pitch for both sides today. A lot of them were controversial, but we'll talk about that in a little bit. And the only way I could really see a scoring was from a set piece. Now, it was actually Barney who had the big chance, the first big chance of the game, and it was when I think it was one of their wingers. I think it was Marshall, I believe it was, who was driving into the Halifax box, and you thought, oh no, probably because of the pitch conditions, he just hit it straight into Sam Johnson's palms, and you're thinking we've been let off there. And I think everyone were thinking, yeah, we need to pick up now. We need to start to keep a little bit more of the ball and control this game, because no disrespect to Barnet, but I personally didn't feel he was one of the weaker sides I've probably seen at the Shea this season, and you could tell that the pitch conditions probably played into their hands. I could have seen us battering them today if it was on a nice, full-flowing pitch like it was at the likes of Notts County, etc. We actually did get the deadlock on. It was a free kick, I believe, that came in, and it hit, the keeper caught it, and it was a bit of a keeper mistake. It fell out of his hands straight into Naumar, who tucked it away, and the Shaman were winning 1-0. We then got into half-time, and I was fairly confident at full-time, thinking I can't see Barnet getting many chances, especially with the pitch conditions, because there was a big patch of mud which was holding the ball up on the pitch, and that's, I think, what both sides were struggling with in the first half. And I thought, well, we've took the lead now. Yeah, I can't see there being too many more goals in this game. Jamie Allen had a great first half and a second half as well. There were a lot of players who I personally feel did well today. Luke Summerfield, some of his passing ability today on the pitch conditions, exceptional. I don't really know when people were debating whether to be in the team or not. He definitely deserves a place in the team now when you look at what he's doing on the pitch in the past couple of weeks. Yeah, so going on to the second half then, it was was a bit of the same, to be honest, with Halifax. I think we totally dominated from the second half. You started to get the feeling that, yeah, Halifax, we're going to probably get the 3 points in this game. Barnet offered very little. A lot of free kicks went all around the pitch, and you were just waiting for that second goal to come, which unfortunately it didn't. There weren't too many chances, I'm not going to complain. And Barnet did start to get a few chances as the game went off. Aaron Martin came off then, and then Jordan Slew came on the pitch, and I think fans were happy to see that. Obviously, he's come on the pitch from he's not played in the past 2 games. Aaron Martin offered a lot today, I felt. He didn't get the goal, but in the conditions as it was, I wasn't really expecting him to. Jordan Slew came on, made a little bit of a difference, had a few nice little silky skills, and yeah, did a few nice passes and a few good touches. But yeah, I think it'd be great to see him start in the next game. But yeah, some nice play by Jordan Slew when he came on the pitch. Billy Waters collects the ball and he beat his man with some footwork, and he pulled the shot out, and you thought it was so powerful, the shot, when it left his foot. You thought that's going to fling into the bottom corner, and it was quite wide, to be honest. But yeah, the pitch conditions, it didn't really allow him to run with it. Barnet, however, they got a few chances, a lot of set pieces, and you started to get a little nervous. Sam Johnson pulled out a wonder save, I think, during the 70th minute or so. So yeah, on the 71st minute, Sam Johnson did save and tips it wide, and that would probably Barnet's best chance of the game to equalise. You start to get the impression that possibly later on in the game we're going to be a little more nervous. Barnet had them opportunities, and I was getting slightly nervous in this game. But yeah, later on then, Billy Waters was subbed off, Jerry McDonough came on. Did very well. Jerry McDonough seems to be coming off from the bench and making a bit of an impact. Probably doesn't right a start this moment in time, but yeah, he's doing a few nice little things at Jerry McDonough, niggling the opponents, and he likes to bully the defenders, which is something that you need later on in the game. So yeah, so then the final substitution was Jamie Allen coming off the field. Jamie Allen, great performance today. Probably won't to start for the next game. Jamie Thomas came on, and he's one of these players, he probably needs a few more games under his belt. He seemed a little unfit today, to be honest. He didn't get too many touches and opportunities, but yeah, I think once he starts getting a few more games under his belt, I believe we're out of the FA Trophy and the West Riding Cup now, so there's nothing to really play to give him any game time in. But yeah, he just needs to get a few more opportunities, maybe coming on from sub earlier in the game. I'm sure we can see his full potential. No news of Zach Deanley yet, which was a little disappointing. I thought he was going to be a star signing. He probably will be once he breaks into the team, but we haven't really seen too much of him yet. Martin Woods went off then and required treatment, which was a little disappointing. I thought Martin Woods had a fairly decent game today. He did get back on the pitch though, which was great to hear. Full time then, Halifax Town 1, Barnet 0. We've got some big games coming up in the upcoming week. We've got Weymouth next week. We beat Weymouth next week now. That sets us up really nicely, this Barnet result today, because if we beat Weymouth next week now, well, we can't now, but we can still. We're chasing Chesterfield down. We've got 2 games in hand on Chesterfield, and they're 4 points above us. So 2 wins in the next games, and we'll be above Chesterfield. Also, Wrexham, they've got a game in hand on us. They're a point clear of us. We win, we're then 3 points clear. Boreham Wood, they've only got 1 game in hand on us now, which is great, and they are only 2 points above us. So hopefully we can start to catch a few of them teams. Stockport, we have 2 games in hand on them. We win both of them. We are 4 points behind them. So a bit of chasing for him to do there. But I think now when I'm looking at today's game, assessing it, looking at the Notts County game, looking at the games towards the end of the season, I think our aim's probably, and it could change in the upcoming weeks, that 2nd or 3rd place you're wanting to give you that extra step in the playoffs. However, this moment in time, I would definitely just take playoffs. But yeah, I think we have to have that mentality that we're wanting to go for the best rewards that are possible. And some may say we're still title contenders. If you think about it, when you're looking at Stockport County, we've played 2 games on them, we're only 4 points behind them, and if we win the game against them, we'll be only a point behind them then. So yeah, the title charge is still on. However, I think it's more realistic to be putting us in the playoffs now when you're looking at it. Weymouth then next Saturday, we win that, win a good position. Dover then, 2 very winnable games. Hopefully the pitch is a little better for that Dover game. Then one to Bromley and Torquay, Wrexham. So we've got a few tough games coming up after these 2 next games, which are definitely winnable and games you'd be expecting us to win. Finally, man of the match today was Jesse Deborah. Fully deserved, I felt, and it summed the game when we've won against a weak side in the division and the defenders got man of the match. Luke Summerfield probably deserved a shout to be one of the man of the matches. Some of the stuff he did today was incredible. Yeah, I think I don't particularly think anyone played particularly poor today. Tyler Warren did well when he came back into the side, but yeah, it was a hard game for the lads today. So, yeah, I'm just happy. It's these sort of games where you just need to get the 3 points and run. And, yeah, we've got the 3 points, and that's all what really matters. I'm just a little cautious for the upcoming games with the pitch conditions, etc. Thank you to everyone that's watched today's video. Please leave a like and subscribe. 2 off. 300 subscribers now. Also, vote for me on the Non-League Bible Awards. I will try to leave a link in the description if I remember. You can go on his website, or you can tag me in Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and your vote will be then counted then. Yeah, hopefully we can pick some up. And yeah, thank you to everyone that's watched, and I'll see you later.